Let's take a look inside this box. Santa's Workshop, signed by Keith Ferguson. This is the Elf Creek Games version of it. It's got that foil, and this is actually embossed, so it actually sticks out. Really nice looking. And the back side shows you the box layout. 30-minute time play, plays up to 5 people, which is nice. It says 6+. I think that's playing the the kind of the simple version of the game. There's the more advanced version. That's the one that I've played. I haven't played the simple one, although I've seen some videos on it. So let's get a look inside. It's essentially a worker placement game. It's Christmas themed, of course. We're all Christmas elves trying to help Santa produce all the toys for all the different orders that come throughout the year. You've got, this is one of the coolest things about the game. So when I played Logan's copy, he was pointing out how they kind of did this pattern on some of the tiles. So it makes it not only look like it's got this 3D look, like it's silver wrapping, but it also feels like that kind of soft gift wrapping, or even almost like a leather look. Let's see how these punch out. Oh, this very well cut out. Yeah, that's nice and neat. So, and then we'll have the Christmas trees. I don't remember what the Christmas trees are for. I'll have to look back at the rule book. That is a nice looking Christmas tree there. So we'll punch both of those out, and that'll make a little sweet little Christmas tree. Yeah, like comme ça. Yep, nice little tree. Maybe first player marker? I don't actually remember. I'll have to double check that. All right, what's next? We've got the bag. Okay, that's a tiny little bag. Nice for drawing things out. I've got some bigger bags that I'll probably use on occasion, but you never know. That might be the right size. We've got some more, and again, let's see. This one doesn't have exactly the same feel, the purple. It punches out nice and easy. Yeah. And then, I mean, this actually feels like a wood grain almost. It's neat how they did that. Probably can't see it without a super duper close up, but when you turn it to the side, you actually see kind of the grain inside the tiles. That is, they've stamped these cardboards to make it look like that. Same thing with this one. It's got that same kind of feel. We've seen that on the cards that they're using when they put those stamps on the cards to make them have that kind of embossed look. So that's nice. Nice touch. All right, we'll get to the cards in just a second. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got some rule books. We've got the standard and the advanced. Now the standard I have not played. This is the one that's supposedly family friendly. And you can see there's lots of illustrations. I was right, that is the first player marker. It's got lots of illustrations, all the different icons, beautiful version of the setup, the way it plays. So this one, you're not so worried about the coal, if I remember right. It's a lot easier. There's less resource, less mechanical things to think about. And that we'll get to the board in a second, but it's going to be based on whether you're using the front or the back side of the board. So this is the advanced edition. Again, we've got all the components with a nice picture so we can identify each of the different pieces and how to assemble the sleigh. Very nice. Okay, icons. Beautiful way to set up the game. Like how the numbers tie back to it so you can see exactly what we're talking about here. So far, so good. Even the rule book is done in that linen finish, so that is nice. Like how they're making these. So yeah, this one does. The advanced rules have the coal mine, so you'll have different ways of getting your resources that way. A little bit more complicated, but it's still family friendly. You can play the advanced game with just about anybody. So there's all the different things, and then it's got how to play with a two-player rules. Lots of a whole example. Oh, that's nice. They show you all the different aspects of the game in pictures with the different words. A little bit about the helpers, the credits, of course, and then a reference sheet for all the different reindeer, so you can pass that around with everybody. Nice. Okay, let's get to the meeples now. So I don't know all of these meeples because I haven't played with that part with the Sparkle, Zelf, and Perry. I'll have to read the rules on what that part does, or maybe check in with Logan or Jeremy, who know the game better than I do. But obviously that is Perry. Okay. But I do know one of the things I did like about this game is that each of the elves comes with a slightly different shape. So let's take a look at the green ones, for instance. Slightly different shape there, as you can see. And that's because you can kind of power up the elves as you're getting cards for them. They're each going to do something different. So you need to know which one is which. So that's the green ones. You've got kind of your standard colors. We've got the reds here. Might be who I played when I played. And again, they've got 3 unique shapes. They're actually unique from each other now that I didn't even notice that. Like the green ones have these kind of floppy hats and the red ones have the pointed hats. That's neat. I had not noticed that when we played the last time. I just assumed instead of making, duplicates and then 1, 2, and 3 for the elves for each person, but in different colors, each one of the elves has a unique shape. Nice. That's the blue. And then we've got the white here, right? Or silver, I guess. And again, they got the little elf hat. And last but not least, we have the gold. And I like those gold ones. That might have been who I played, now that I think about it. Okay. Got some additional meeples. It's the ones we showed you from the back page. And I'm not sure what this is, but I'm going to figure out that is Sparkle, a fairy so tiny she couldn't fly. But she saved Christmas anyway. Very nice. Okay. Yep, I'll get to the cards in just a second. I want to keep diving through these lovely components. We've got a nice big bag of coal. Now, normally you don't want coal in your stocking, but you want coal in this game because that's how you're going to produce some of the toys. I mean, this is the old wood fire, right? All right, game board. Like I said, game board's going to be 2-sided. It's a 6-fold, right? Let's see how that works. All right. And the Christmas tree on the inside is also going to work a little bit different between the 2 sides. So we've got that's one side. And let's take a look at the back side here. Yep. Christmas tree again, working a little bit different. So there's the rounds of the game with the Santa in the middle for each of those. All the different worker placement spots. You'll put your workers there, and that'll tell you what kind of resources you're getting. Also, if you go before other people, then other people that go behind you, there's a specific rule. Oh, we've got to be careful with that. Okay, so got distracted there for a second. Get to the cards in just a second. Got a little bit more punch board. All right, so we've got different, oh yeah, so when you're playing the advanced version of the game, you actually can upgrade your player board. So I should pull out a player board and kind of show it. So we've got the one side, which is just the basic side, right? And then you've got this part right here with the mine that you can actually upgrade. So these will be blocked. Some of the spaces are going to be blocked out, and you're going to have to spend some resources in order to take those off and open up more in your mine cart so you can hold more coal, which is going to be important because one of the coal spaces says basically that you fill up all of your mine cart. So you want this thing to be as big as you can. And again, look at that, nice and neat. It punches super easy. Okay. So we've got some more tokens. But I'll tell you, good job on all these tokens. I'm having no trouble getting these out. So this is going to be easy to break down. I'll put that aside. We've got the famous Santa sleigh. And one of the mechanics that's fun, of course, is that when you make the toys and you deliver them, you put them right in Santa's sleigh. So I remember right. There's something about Santa's sleigh. It actually is not just a pretty piece. It's actually used as part of the game. And I'm going to have to make this during the game, once we finish the video. So that's the pieces for Santa's sleigh. Love whenever we build a little 3D piece for the game. All right, so these, as you can see, are the individual players' ornaments. And we're going to be putting those ornaments onto the tree and getting some free bonuses and also that is going to be worth, I don't remember exactly, but it's worth some points during the game. I think it's during each scoring round, maybe. All right, time to look at the player boards. Now this part, it could have been cardboard, but it's hard to complain with the price point that Elf Creek has this game. It's really a reasonable price on their website if you get it. And don't think of it as some of the flimsy cardboard player boards that we've seen in other games without mentioning any Terraforming Mars. This is just, or Underwater Cities, one of my favorite games. This is a nice, thick, you can hear it. See how it makes that sound? Yeah, nice, thick. And we've got two sides. We've got the red, we've got the green, gold, the gray, and the blue. Into the game scoring both for the advanced side, for collecting those sets on unfinished toys. In other words, unfinished toys, sorry, not collecting sets, but having resources, upgrading your mat. As you can see, when you're getting all this stuff, you're actually going to upgrade it and get points at the end of the game. And then, of course, set collecting on the reindeer. On the back side, you notice there is nothing on the reindeer. It's a table that's on the game board. So, and also you'll notice that the toys on the base game, the decorations are going to go on your personal tree. Okay, so that is the player boards. Last but not least, we have all the different cards. Oh, I didn't even know we got a promo pack, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, let's take a look at these reindeer. The reindeer were fun whenever I looked at them. Reindeer were a lot of fun when we looked at these during the game. We've got Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, the Comet and Cupid, with this Donner and Blitzen, Velvet, Dasher, and as it goes through, and you can see each of these are different, and they will score. Oh, now I actually don't remember now how these work, but I know that they are. You're on one of the game boards. You're trying to collect all the different sets, and they'll do different things whenever you get these. So there's Blitzen getting immediately score 1 point per elf you played this round, including the elf used to care for Blitzen. So interesting. Lots of different, and with some cute little artwork for all the different reindeer. Interesting. It's funny. All the different deer have little symbols on their chest, which kind of tells you which one is which, even if you don't know the names. And now it's time to look at the heart of the game. And that's the little letters that the kids write to Santa Claus. That is their toy request. So you'll see little Sigmund wants a yo-yo. And little Gerda wants wooden blocks. And Odd wants a walking spring. So these are all the different toys that you can build. It tells you exactly what you're going to need to build them. So this is going to need one of these blue resources here, right? A blue little toy blueprint, and then 3 of the little silver cubes. So we've got all the little purples, and then all the different resources. So the more resources it's going to take, the more points you're going to score. Look how many points this doll gets. 12 points. That's a big one. Whereas maybe we can find a little easy one. Yeah, this little yo-yo only takes these 2 resources, but it only scores 4 points. So there's a ton of these different cards, and they are all super nice quality. They got they've got the stamping, kind of almost like a foil shiny look. And then of course the beautiful it looks just like a letter addressed to the North Pole. And then we've got the inside of the box, kind of thematic there. Let's take a look at real quick at the promo pack. It adds a little magic to Santa's Workshop with some additional cards. So we've got some toy cards, 5 more reindeer with 2 of the standard and 3 with some of those advanced rules, and then a rules card on how to play, which I'm assuming is this. It is not. It's this. So it's the first Christmas. Oh, that's right. It's Santa's Workshop's first Christmas. And it's got, here we finally get to the rules card, okay? So it talks about the promo toys. You just shuffle them in. Got a guitar and a hobby horse and a magic kit, some jewelry and a tricycle. We've got standard reindeer cards where you You can add some of the reindeers to it. And we also have some advanced ones. Player tends to round off. They score the point shown on the card immediately. Place another elf and take its shelf. Okay. So these are the new. Let's see how big these points are. This is a 5 point. Oh, a big giant 16, because every kid wants an acoustic guitar when they're 8 years old. Hobby horse. And of course a magic kit and a tricycle. And both of those are big pointers. So this is great. And we've got some additional, we got Randolph the reindeer. Oh, that's neat. He even looks like a Randolph, right? It's got the nose, got the decorations on the antlers. And you immediately, the advanced ones, you immediately place another elf. Very interesting. I like little promos. Definitely going to add this to the game.